Hi, Sagittarius. It's Lynn from Tinker Tarot. I'm here to do your February 2021 tarot and everything reading. I'm kind of throwing it all in here. The last one, which was Aquarius, because it's their birthday, took an hour. Just warning you. So I hope everything has been great for you. We have some exciting times coming up. It feels so positive, like it feels like the sun is shining. So let's see what we have for you here, Sagittarius. I'm holding the Druidcraft Tarot right now. I'm also using the Lightseers Tarot and the regular playing cards. I got a big combo going on here. This is like what they call in figure skating a combo. All right, let's see what we got here for you. Sagittarius. I'm seeing a big fancy ass. Fancy. Lots of swirls. Sagittarius. February 2021. I can see a lot of growth happening this month for you, Sagittarius. I can see all kinds of leaves and growth, and it's like all the letters joined together, like in cursive writing. But this is a big a vine that's forming the word Sagittarius, and there's a lot of growth. It's not overgrown; it's all new growth, But there's leaves all throughout the whole length of the vine. So I'm seeing this month, I think, that there's going to be some growth, some action. You're going to be able to make progress. All right? They're ready. You got a little dump of cards here as well. So that one goes here. And okay. I want to move this down just a little bit more because I want you to be able to see all the cards. So what do we have that jumped out here for you? The Princess of Pentacles, the Lord. So this is the Emperor. This is the boss or the landlord, the ruler, The Fool. Something new happening there. The Star. Ooh, could be Aquarius. We're in the time of Aquarius right now, so Justice. And the Three of Pentacles. Holy cow, Sagittarius. I gotta tell you, the very first thing I felt off this was a proposal. When I saw this and this, well, and the Fool, these four together right here, like this is some sort of a new start. Again, a new start, bringing new life to something, okay, and putting it in blood, basically. let's put this down on paper. Let's sign this deal. This may not be a love proposal, because to tell you the truth, I don't see love here. I don't see romance even. It's some sort of deal. Like, you know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of someone from another country asking you to marry them so that they can be in your country, so that they can have your liberties and all that. And you're not really in a relationship. There's not really any feelings there. It's a deal. It's a it's a business. deal, some sort of business. I see a little bit of money here, the Three of Pentacles, so making some sort of a mark for yourself in this deal, in this contract, okay? There could be something that's going to help you get a start. It's going to help you get a start, okay? It's not no big dump of money. It's going to be able to help you get a start, help you make a mark for yourself, all right? Wow. Interesting. Forgot to talk about the princess. So this is when you first get wind of it. This person, Sagittarius, is going to tell you, they're going to approach you, and this is something new for them, could be new for you too, right? It's an arrangement, but I gotta tell you, I have a feeling there's more than just this simple, hey, it's just gonna be this, and it seems simple enough, I could do this. Yeah, I could do this. I think I could do this. It kind of seems like this. It seems simple enough, but I think it's going to be more complicated. The other thing, too, is that, like I said, it's going to allow you to be able to expand in some way on your own 2 feet here. But in the deal, in the contract, in the writing, is something about there's a partnership here. All right? There's a partnership here. So you may go, sure, like a Sagittarius, go, oh, okay, yeah, sure, yeah, that seems like, yeah, I could do that. That sounds easy enough. But I think I don't know, like, I'm not suspicious in a bad way. I don't have a bad feeling, but there's something naive. They may think of you as naive too. They think of you as naive, perhaps, right? And maybe in some ways you are. Maybe it's not naivety, it's willing to take a risk. It's willing to, because Sagittarius is very much the fool, and not in the way that the way that you're willing. Sure, I'll try that. Yeah, I'll give that a whirl. Why not? You're ready for adventure at any time. You always have one bag packed. Excuse me. You always have one bag packed, ready to go. So in that way, you very much are the fool, ready at any time for something new, you know? Um, and so, and the part of the deal is some sort of, you know, partly I feel like it's part of the partnership again here. You see these two jugs. I feel like it's part of the partnership. I feel like one person, like there's participation, there's giving to it in different ways and different amounts. You might have to give a lot of this and they have to give a little of that. I don't know. But I also feel like there's something very spiritual in the relationship. Something to be learned here. Something that is part of your journey in a way. Of You're evolving, like what you need to learn next on your journey, because it's a never ending cycle, right? When we are always currently in learning a lesson, and when we finish learning that lesson, we move on to the next lesson. You might get a little bit of leeway time in the middle, but no, there's no way around it. There's no way around it. You think you can avoid it, it'll come to you. you know. And so the thing here, there's something for you to learn here. I feel like there's something to be passed on. This is what I'm feeling here, like a big time. It's like a handing down something, okay? Anyway, the justice to me is like putting it in writing. This is putting it in writing. It's the deal, and it's fair. It seems very fair, like a fair deal. This could be complicated, though. Could be slightly complicated. See the spider web down here. There could, there could be some very small writing, so you might have to look. Be wise. Um, but it looks fair. But it's something that it seems to me you're going to put in writing. Um, and it's going to allow you to make your mark. It's going to allow you could be the finances, could be the stability, the security or something to be able to make your mark. I think this person sees this energy in you, like this Lord, and that's part of the Lord's job, right? This same expansion of two is on his stuff too. Where is it? It's on here somewhere. Anyway, he's got knots and knots and knots all over the place. He's spun every knot there is. And he sees, see this? He sees more than anybody else, right? And he sees this energy in you, Sagittarius. And sees that you are you're ready and able at any time to just move on something, do it. You're not afraid to take chances, take a risk. But he also sees this, it's some sort of spiritual thing. It's some sort of thing he wants to hand down to you or something like this, okay? Or perhaps just help. Perhaps just help. All right? You're thinking, you might be a bit suspicious at first because you're like, why? Why are you doing that? Why would you do that? Um, there's definitely something in it for them too, though, because you are having to give input. You need to, um, what do I want to say? You got to put something into it as well, right? So, and what you have to put in is more, but it's just different, right? Anyhow, let's get on with it. We're already 13 minutes in. So, in the past, I'm going to pull all these out first. You have the Princess of Wands, a message about some sort of action. Ha! Princess of Swords, there's the contract, there's the offer. Three of Cups. So celebration. You're hearing some sort of news. You're being offered something here. Um, you're ready too. Like you're absolutely ready to start moving on it, okay? You're in the standing position. It also seems like you've been putting some money away, saving your money. You got a secret stash because there's something you're planning. You look at that, Nine of Pentacles, eh? So this is kind of, this is like the pilgrimage card. This could be a pilgrimage you go on. You may go to learn something somewhere, to get some, like you can afford time away, a trip, you know. You may only communicate by, like, you might be in an isolated place somewhere. This is why you're putting your money away for this thing. It seems like you could be going, it's like a place as old as time. That's what I was thinking of. Place as old as time. And Uh, you could be the single woman or you're visiting the single woman, Sagittarius. One or the other. Okay. This is also about appreciating and also a success in some sort of way, okay? Because you're at the Nine of Pentacles. The 10 is when you can retire. You know, the 10 is like retiring. But here, you're celebrating your success, your investment. You know, she's invested in something solid here for herself, okay? And then it also suggests the single card. Um, like I said, it's like time away, going to a secluded place. You've been stashing some money away for something. Four of Cups, isn't that interesting? This nine, okay? And you know, in another way, we could look at this as isolation in some way, like, and taking this time of isolation for gratitude, for healing, for perhaps, you know, to put your money away, to save, to plan for something secure, because this is you want something solid. See how solid this chest is? This is what you're you know, taking steps to do. And Um, yeah, you could be celebrating here. Now, this Four of Cups. Hey, Bandit, don't. Lay down right now. Right now. This Four of Cups suggests dissatisfaction. And, you know, this Nine of Pentacles is it's feeling successful at what you've done. You know, you've made a success of yourself, what you've done. But there's some sort of dissatisfaction here. It doesn't give you the pleasure that it should, perhaps, okay? And that's what this Four of Cups is about. It's, you know, it's it doesn't give you what you thought it would. You know, you thought it was going to give you that feeling of success and happiness, right? And they're two different things, honest to God. Really, they're two different things. So that's the thing here is you do have success. You have made a success of what you're doing. Enough that you can support yourself. You may not be rich from it, but you're probably recognized or anyway, but you get some you take this time away, this time perhaps of isolation, seclusion, to um you're trying to figure out which direction you want to go in, and it's not where you've been here. It's not what you're doing, because you realize you're not happy, okay? There is something that you're not seeing about it, some sort of beauty in it that you're um it's eluding you somehow, some way, but I think you thought you'd get some sort of other reward that you're not getting or something out of it, as far as how you would feel, okay? So, Eight of Swords, King of Wands, and the Prince of Pentacles. So, Eight of Swords, this could be even 8 weeks. Like, you know, I don't think it's 8 days, that's for sure. Doesn't have to take as long as 8 weeks to unfold either, but up to, all right? But at some point, feeling like you can't get out of a situation. You know, there's no way out. You feel trapped. Now, of course, this is in your mind. You're thinking, I'm stuck here. I can't get out. I don't know how I'm going to do it. Not seeing a way. Has something to do, now this could be you, Sagittarius. The King of Wands. This guy, it could have something to do with this guy too. Okay, anyway, the King of Wands, he's really confident, you know, about his position. So confident, he doesn't even have a hold of his shield. He's not afraid of what's in front of him, you know, or behind him for that matter. He's leaning on it. But he does have his post in front of him. He's ready to invest. Ready. If he hears the right thing. I want to get out these cards. The Prince of Pentacles is an action card. You know, it's moving forward. With the spirit of the Knight of Wands for sure, like the King of Wands. The King is confident. You could show this really confident exterior, like you have got it all together. You're not afraid of what's in front of you, what you have to do. You're not afraid of what you have to do, the task, the goal, the road ahead, you know. But in some way, you feel trapped in like that it could be that transfer from one to another, giving up one. Don't feel you can give up, don't feel there's a way out, something like that. You may not feel like you are secure enough, you know. You haven't put enough away. You don't have enough security to just, you know, take off, to go as fast as you want to. Anyway, because the Knight of Pentacles moves very, very slowly. Like, look, his shield is right up. These are very two different energies, to tell you the truth. And the Eight of Swords very often is about, we show, you know, we show the King of Wands to everyone. Like, this is who I am. But in your mind, you're this one. You're so afraid to move forward. You know, you don't know where it's going to lead. How am I, you know, and it doesn't seem as well thought out and planned and everything you really want to, and you're taking one leery half step, you know, kind of thing. You are moving towards it, but feeling very vulnerable, in a very vulnerable position. You talk better than you walk, basically. Right now. Just right now. Because it's like anyone on the learning curve. You know, we don't feel confident about the job yet because we don't really know it yet and know if we can pull it off, right? It's kind of where you started when you were back here, Sagittarius, before you ever got to the Nine of Pentacles. You know, this, you started as the prince back there and were leery and vulnerable back then at that adventure, you know, and look where you are now. You can do it again. You know, that's what I'm here to tell you. I gotta pause this because this dog is going to make all these noises until I let him out. Just a sec. Okay, so let's throw these babies in. So I'm going to tell you right away, if you haven't gotten the message, because here we are, what, at the 24th of January, okay? If you haven't gotten the message yet, there is a message. There's something that requires you to take action immediately. Like you have a time limit, probably, that you have to get this done. Could be with something to do with some sort of paperwork or documents or something like that. You have to go around and talk to people, network with people, perhaps make phone calls and all kinds of things. In the end, you're going to celebrate. It's done. And it could be a better outcome than you expected, probably, okay? So tell me about this message for Sagittarius. If you're not dealing with it already, it is coming this week, okay? Something that requires you to take action. Ooh, I'll take that one. Oh, that one wants to come too. So, Five of Swords, Ten of Cups. It's loss. It's a loss of a relationship, or perhaps missing a relationship. What you're dealing with in this situation could be an old relationship, maybe that you perhaps still aren't over. Ooh, they kind of want to come out, and I'm going to let them. Ooh, they're getting jumpy. They're getting hot, Sagittarius. Let's see what you got here. Ooh, Temperance. There you are right there. I'll take that. Prince of Pentacles. Look at that. This is a great one for Page of Pentacles. Because look, he's not exactly grounded yet. He's not exactly solid, got all the experience yet, you know. He's leery, he's learning, you know. And so still being tested, still learning how to balance all this. And again, same thing in the Temperance, right? Learning how to balance all this. Seven of Wands. I like this one. It's having a shield, you know. It's also fight or flight. I gotta tell you, it's sometimes fight or flight instincts, but fighting doesn't necessarily mean fighting. She has this shield around her, and people are trying to say, "Oh, you don't even know when you but about what you're doing," and she doesn't let it get to her. Do you know what I mean? She doesn't let it get to her. One might get through, and you know, it's not going to, because you're learning, because you're doing something new, developing something new here. Not exactly got it all figured out. New for you in some way. And you could be getting some criticism, um, some sort of, I don't know, you know. So, you may be holding some things back. Here's that Four of Pentacles you got back here, right? So that's withholding in a way, you know, maybe not letting all your plans out, everything you're doing, revealing, you know, not revealing all your ideas too. Eight of Wands suggests travel, movement, action, and a lot of it, and quickly, very decisive, very quickly. But the other thing it suggests is all your ideas. You know, you have a lot of really good ideas that can take flight quickly. You know, these are good ideas. And so this is about not revealing all of them. You know, not telling everybody all your plans and good ideas of what you're doing, because they, whatever they feel is not your problem. That's the exactly way you feel right now. You know, how you feel about what I'm doing is not my problem. That's your problem, right? So you're a little wobbly still on gaining balance within yourself, being able to assert yourself gently with people, not, you know, uh It's more adult, it's just balance. Four of Pentacles, while it's withholding, it's also finding that center within yourself too, and stabilizing yourself, turning yourself into the table. You're stabilizing yourself. You're finding your own center, and and part of that is this, but it's taking a lot of action on your ideas, what you're doing. So cool. So cool. Um, okay, so in the future, like I said, there's some sort of fear about getting out of something you're in. That's the thing. And you don't want people to know how scared you actually are, how vulnerable you actually are, how. But yeah, I gotta tell you, Sagittarius, you've probably been this way if you remember back, okay? Remember back to every job or everything you had to accomplish. At first, you were so intimidated by it. But you dug in a little at a time, a little at a time. And you may not be the best, but you're good at everything you try when you try. I want you to remember that. If you think back, you felt like this every time, and you end up being this every time, because there it is with the Nine of Pentacles, that success, that confidence, right? Independence. Um, a lot of stability too, I've got to say. You probably are feeling very stable. Not sure where you want to go, but feeling in a good spot. Maybe a good home base, perhaps you might have right now. Um, might have a good home base. What else for Sagittarius? Tell me, darlings, for the future, for February, near the end of February 2021. What's going on for Sagittarius? I'll take those ones too. Why not? Ten of Pentacles. So there's a time card. 10 days, 10 weeks. Probably 10 days, 10 weeks. 10 days is a little early, but you never know. The thing is this is what we want to do. We have an idea. We have an idea. We have a plan. And it's something big. This is something perhaps for the family, for the community, people, basically, for people. I feel it's like a really reaching out card, though. It's involving. It's involving. Wow, you got a lot of cards here. Okay. Six of Wands, celebration, reward, success. This could really be a success. I'm telling you, Sag. This probably could be an instant success, too. It could be an instant success. Um, hmm. Let's see here. Okay, so you may walk away from some love affair, or one of you may walk away to something very passionate, some love affair. Um, there's something independent you need to do, or there's something, because it's that Nine of Pentacles, right? You got double Nine of Pentacles. That's successful, confident, independent. You might be interested in love, and I mean, but not relationship, not commitment necessarily, is what I think. You may not want to make ties necessarily. I feel like you don't want to make promises because you're not sure you can fully give that to somebody at this point, perhaps. But look at that. the World, the Queen of Wands, and the King of Swords. So looks like there's an air sign coming for you there, Sagittarius. That air sign could be Gemini, Aquarius, or Libra. It seems like, the world is starting a whole new life chapter. Feeling like you've come through something finally, you've wrestled all of the challenges and some sort of chapter, some sort of journey you've been through with something. It could be in relationship, it could be in career, it could be in many things, you were challenged, but it's basically a cycle of like 7 years, possibly 10. I like to go in 7 year cycles, but it's around that. And so it's something big you took on and you learned everything. You learned the life lesson you needed to learn here. You evolve, you've grown. There's a certain amount of freedom in this doorway, this because when you walk through this doorway, you're able to let go of that old, you know? You're able, that's free. You don't feel responsible. You don't feel bound by it. You don't feel that at all, you know? See that, the difference? So there's something going on here where you free yourself from that responsibility, perhaps something like that, okay? And you become the Queen of Wands, which is Mrs. Manifester. She made all these candles. She gave them all her equal amount of focus and passion and but she spends a little bit of time on things. She cannot work on the same thing forever. She must be moving, producing, like changing, like fire, right? And then there's the King of Swords. So he really sees her, as fire and amazing, and yeah. So he's definitely going to communicate. He sees the possibilities with this woman, or you, Sagittarius. Um, sees that you've come through this finally, able to shed whatever this fear, this whatever was enslaving you, making you trapped in your head, that you, because it was something you were hanging on to, right? But he sees that you free yourself finally from this, because he can tell by your behavior, the way you act, the way you feel, and your whole energy. You're just like boom, radiating this new energy, okay? And this person sees it, okay? What are we on? Ooh, so we got a little time for the playing cards. I've got the horsies here. What do we have for my Sagittarius? February 2021. February. Oh, well, let's take them. Oh my, oh my, oh my. Huh. Well, first we have the Queen of Hearts, the Queen of Clubs, and the Eight of Clubs. Well, first of all, it's a friendly talk. I see a friendly talk, perhaps two women, friends. They're both nice, kind, creative, but there's some sort of a friendly talk, and it's about, working on something together, okay? And that's working on it right there. This is hard work and perseverance. It could, I think that there are, with relationships, ups and downs, but the nine of spades could be there could be some sort of health issue someone's going through or has to go through, but comes out of it very successfully. I don't think it's as serious as you might have thought it was, but somebody may have come through a health issue. What else do we have? You may need to change something in your health regime, Sagittarius, to resolve a health issue. Um, I also feel like any challenges you might have, like you could be working on some sort of idea or new venture, new project, new idea you have in mind, and there are going to be, negatives and positives. That's what I'm going to tell you right off the bat. Like you're gonna, um, it's in the end, it's going to be successful. You're going to be happy, but there's going to be a lot of challenges. You could face a lot of challenges here. Could be some sort of like I'm almost feeling like a bad review or something at first for whatever your work, or maybe not feeling, confidence yourself. Anyway, it's going to be turned right around. Ooh, 6 6. So yeah, step forward, step backward. You make progress, and then there's some sort of undoing here. I gotta tell you, there's some sort of undoing. What's the undoing? Because it seems like you make really positive steps forward, and then maybe when you have a wrong step or a step back, it's your mind. This is your mind. Oh, I've failed. Oh, I've screwed up. And it's your mind that keeps you at this fail step instead of looking at it. Holy Jesus, look at all the friggin' steps and the moves I've made. You're seeing the negative like right over that positive, and you need to see how far you've come, you know? A lot of stuff in life is how we look at it, right? You have a couple of different views here. Here yourself up here in this pile too, that 9 of spades. I almost feel like you put challenges there that don't need to be. Like, extra work maybe. Extra work that you don't need. Ten of clubs. Wow, that's excellent. So, um, 10 of clubs is completion for one thing. And I think that's trying to complete this one thing you're talking about. That's where you're taking the step forward, step backward. That's it right there, right? So you do all this work, and you don't want to give it up. You don't want to go backward after all this investment has come into this. But for some reason, you're able to complete it. You're able to finish it. Because this is finished, but it's feeling accomplished. It's not feeling defeated. You also might feel like you got out what you put in. you know, kind of feeling at par in a way. Like going with that. Is there anything else here for Sagittarius in February? Ooh, the jumpy, jumpy, jumpy. Anything near the end of February for Sagittarius. So there's something you are completing. It's been hard for you though. You're stepping out, then you're stepping in, and you're having a hard time pulling your foot out of the boat onto the dock. You got one foot on the dock. You're having a really hard time pulling your foot out of the boat. Do you, if you've ever done it, you know, 7 of Diamonds. So, this is your wishes, your plans. This is what you're thinking. Okay, I've got to focus now on what I really want. This is what I really want, you know? This is wishful thinking, your ideas, your inspirations, your glass half full, you know? Manifesting, making, but first I got to know what I want, right? So, coming up with those ideas. Uh, ooh, ooh, wee. Okay, 10 of Spades. So there's 10 of Spades is kind of it's some sort of barrier to your dreams. This is what this 10 of Spades is. It's a barrier to your dreams here. Okay. And this is something you need to get by. I see it kind of here like this. It's like it finishes this row here because of the up and down struggle you're having here. And you want this 10 of Clubs, but there's some sort of barrier to what you want. With this, what you've been already working on, something you've already been working on, okay? Huh. It could be something that you're wanting to do or you're working on, and you're worried that people won't accept it, won't approve, you know? And that's the other thing, eh? It's not exactly the approved career to go after. It's like, and that's the thing, you're worried it won't be accepted. 7 of Spades. So this is tears. Tears, disappointment. I think, in a way, this is old dreams, old wishes, needing to give them up after putting a lot of time, a lot of time and energy into something. And, it could be bittersweet, right? Because you love it, but there's something it's not giving you in another way. Okay, hold on. I gotta let this darn dog in again. Then these are our last cards. Stay tuned. Okay, I'm back. So, gotta tell you, Sag, I was getting a little worried there because, you know, we have all this possibility here, this message, things working out, and then kind of all this instability in a way. These ups and downs, not sure, am I staying or am I going or what am I doing? And this could be in a couple of areas in your life, you know. Um, Here, you put a lot of work into something and feel in some ways like you can't get anywhere and that there are barriers to your dreams. You just can't have them and you cry. Now, isn't it funny because here in this line, here it's telling you that what you want is achievable. It is. There are going to be challenges. It's not going to be handed to you on a golden platter. And, and I'm sure you're working very hard for it, Sagittarius. I'm sure you're very diligent, but are you working very hard at the right thing? This is the question, right? Here, um, you can see that there's been a lot of ups and downs. You put work in, and you have some successes, and then things happen, like the COVID thing, and it's not things that you're doing necessarily, but they're barriers, they're steps backwards to your success, to what you want, to what you've dreamed of. And it feels like there's too many barriers. You may have to give up it, your dream, what you want, you know. And I think that you have or do cry about this. This is very unnerving, because I think you've devoted a lot of time or energy or whatever to this. So, oh, this is so nice to see these cards, because it is almost a complete flip to this energy that you've been experiencing for quite a while, right? So you have the King of Hearts, the Six of Hearts, the Jack of Diamonds, Six of Diamonds, and Seven of Hearts. It's kind of all the red version of these cards, Um, the King of Hearts is a blue-eyed man, generally. Very happy, giving, helpful person. They really want to help. Um, Back here in these queens, you had a blue-eyed woman and a brown or hazel-eyed woman, but more than anything, it was two women that were having this friendly talk. Okay, this talk about working things out. So this blue-eyed man wants to help. Okay. Sagittarius, this blue-eyed man could be you. You could be helping somebody. Somebody could be helping you. Okay, because you could be one of these queens too. You have to decide, as far as the playing cards, who you are. So they want to take steps. They really want to help. This blue-eyed man does want to take steps. They could have feelings for you. The Jack of Diamonds is, delivering a message. It's speaking, that could be talking about their feelings. It could be wanting to say how they feel and how they want to develop this more, take steps in their feelings, And then there's another six. The sixes are about taking steps, getting things moving, and they're very much together, in uniform motion. Could be some sort of, it's like uniform motion, together, right? Sixes diamonds of some sort of financial growth or steps in the situation. There could be something down on paper, like I told you back here. This could be something in writing, putting these steps that are going to make you happy. I'm going to tell you that. Bandit! Oh my goodness, hold on. Okay, and then we have this Seven of Hearts. Now, this Seven of Hearts is right, like it's next to the Six of Hearts, and it's taking this kind of to the next step. It's binding, it's binding this, it's working together, right? And it's emotionally, I think it's, there's a trust. This is kind of like about trust too, which could be very, very important in this deal, whatever this deal is. There's feelings involved in this deal, I'm going to tell you, in some way, but this person also wants to help you. They I don't know why they do. They do. I think they have feelings. Um, and I think they trust you. I just think they trust you. That's all there is to it. Um, but you're definitely going to be happy about it. And you could be really happy that someone believes in you in this way, you know. They want to see you develop. They could want to see you develop your skill. It could be in, because you could be doing something that is helping also, like what you do is a helping thing. You could also get people going, connecting. You could be a connector, you connect people. And like they see your ability to do this. You know what I mean? They see what you do, what you can do. They see your spirit, your energy and all that, and they want to help, they want to invest in it in some way here. And like I said, I think it's in writing in some way. I don't know. So, you're gonna have to let me know, Sagittarius. I want to hear in the comments what's going on. Um, so interesting. Um, this ad-free video is brought to you by Aquarius this month. It's their birthday time and their time to send in their annual $25 contribution to the channel. If you want to know any more details about that, it's in the description box below. If you see an Aquarius, say happy birthday to them. Like, share, and subscribe. That's all free and it helps a lot too. I really appreciate it. In the meantime, wow, Sag, this is so interesting. Um, yeah, it's kind of nice to have a fairy godfather, mother, somebody in your life, eh? All right, bye now. Oops, where's my thingy?